Hey guys, it's David here with the Whiskey Rebellion. How's everyone doing this evening? Doing good? Yeah.
Doing well.
There we go. There we go.
That's I don't know if I'm doing well, but I'm doing all right. I'm here. How about that?
You're here. You're hopefully pouring a drink. I hope everyone's having a lovely time. People at home are watching. I like to read the comments. But before we do anything else, I'm going to start. We kind of got away from this. I want to get back to doing it, like reading a quote about drinking and see if you guys can figure out who said this. Let me see here. I don't even know who this is, so I'll be impressed if you guys figure this out. So 1 martini is all right, 2 is too many, 3 is not enough. Now I've heard that before, but I didn't know who it was that said it. So if you guys can get this, any.
I'm Stacey Dash.
Any guesses?
I do like martinis. I'm gonna throw one out there that's just random as everything.
Right.
Only because I know this person drinks a lot of martinis, but Raymond Chandler.
Not Raymond Chandler.
Okay, well that was my guess.
That was your guess. Anybody else got one? Or are we giving up?
My dad.
Yeah.
Anyway, how's your dad doing?
Oh, yeah, it's a good question.
He's good. Overall, he's good. Okay. Still having some battles, but overall, he's good.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Pablo Lou. James Thurber, and I really have no idea who that is. Maybe I should.
I got one to follow up with a little bit more common person. Happiness is having a rare steak, a bottle of whiskey, and a dog to eat the rare steak.
Got me, but you.
It's funny because I was gonna say it sounds like me.
I think you said that shit.
It's generally how it is. Pretty much a lone man, but yeah. So no, that was Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Wow. I never
Hard to eat the rare steak. But how do you like yours normally? I thought you had yours more rare typically.
It is more rare.
Yeah.
I like this. I like for it to just barely be like minus the fur.
Yeah. Okay. You want to still move.
You want it blue, in other words.
Not really blue, but I don't mind a little bit of blue marble in it, but I do prefer a lot of the red goodness in it.
Yeah.
I get it.
If I go to a restaurant that's not like an upscale restaurant, like I'm hoping to go to Sinatra's within the next couple of weeks. I may go this weekend. David, I might need a date. So, but.
I got plans Friday, but I'm free after that. So
okay, so we can go Saturday. We can go
Saturday.
All right. So anyway, I've been wanting to go to Sinatra's. Sinatra's is a more upscale place. They'll think we're gay, and there's nothing wrong with that because you play the bottom real well.
What the fuck?
But anyway, so
just because you're built like a silverback gorilla.
I'm not built like a silverback. As a matter of fact, I'm down. I'm almost down 30 pounds from where I started, and I'm trying to get, like I told you, when I had this 16th surgery, which I just had recently, right? I took a self-reflection of myself, and I said, self.
I said to myself, self.
It was me talking because it was my voice.
Yeah, I recognized the voice.
The self-answer is a question.
And I was like, I've been there, done that. All the years of the abuse to the knees to not like Kamala Harrison, like my knees were from doing other stuff, but
one made it almost 5 minutes. But go ahead.
But like knees, shoulders, hip. I mean, I just suffered a back injury. However, I will tell you, the last couple of days, because I'm preparing the yard for my new donkeys, they're miniature donkeys. Can't wait for them. They're so fucking cute. I will share a picture of them, but not here with you guys tonight. At some point, you guys will see them when they're actually in my yard.
Awesome.
I got very fortunate on finding them. I had a farm I was working with, and I'm not going to blast their name because I found out some stuff about them, and they were going through some personal struggles. But I put down a substantial deposit, which meant that I paid for the whole thing. For these two donkeys originally, these two miniature donkeys.
That's a substantial deposit.
And it was. We'll say that it was.
All of it is.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was just short of. When I say it was just short, we're talking about until you add taxes of 10 grand, right?
Mm.
And, I had Michelle and I went and picked out the little things for all of them and all that. But anyway, that's beside the point. I went and took a class on, or met with some people on how to be around them and all this. But anyway, the point I was going to make is out of nowhere, they just returned my deposit and then put on the website that they no longer take deposits. And I was like, that's so I found another place that's actually, I'm really excited that I found more reputable. Matter of fact, they have these two that I got are going to be registered, and they're registered from a line of Grand National champions. So they're extremely beautiful.
Yeah, one was cute as hell.
Yeah. Well, they're both cute. Just because the blacker one wasn't as up close and stuff doesn't mean it wasn't as cute.
That's the one I was talking about, dude.
There you go with that shit again.
But and actually I like the black one. That's my favorite. That's American Huckleberry. He's so sweet. But anyway, but he is a little bit, he was just born on April 10th, so I don't get him until September. Yeah. So they're just babies. And
How
so
old are they normally? What's their lifespan like typically?
So here it is. So and I've already asked Preston about this, and he may be out of it. So I'm gonna have to find, maybe we can get some people in the chat to own up for it. But I'm gonna need some godparents, and the reason why is because they're gonna outlive me. They live for about 40 years.
Jeez, really?
And
really,
my family doesn't have 40 more years normally in their lifespan. So, and then some of you guys know some of the other personal things I have going on. But anyway, enough said. When I was talking to myself, so back to self, Jody, I was like, yeah, what's up, man? And anyway, I said, self, you're pretty strong at almost 50 years old. Do you really need to do all this anymore? At some point, maybe it's time to pass the torch to my son, who is an anomaly. He is a Greek god. That kid, he is fucking fit. And that damn fat head I got of him is hilarious. Holy shit. Should have brought it for the show, but it is fucking hilarious.
That's just send a picture out on that, man. I'd like to see that.
Well, I'll show you what it looks like, because I got it made of this picture, and it is fucking hilarious. I mean,
it's just that one that Minaj that you put on there earlier.
There we go.
There it is. Yeah, you posted that earlier.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that was the one I made for him, and he's a senior this year. So I did his. I
can't believe he's still in high school.
Well, he turns 18 next month.
Wow.
Blows my mind again, because like he could pass for 24 years old.
Dude, get this. He tries that every time we're at a place together, and
I would too if I was him.
They're like,
I ain't mad at him.
Sir, what would you like to drink? He's like, well, I will have. He goes, well, I'll have, and it sounds like he's getting ready to say, I'll have what my dad's having, and I'm like, dude, you're 17. You're not having that. And then he always goes, well, you pumped me out to it. So anyway, this is what he had for breakfast this morning, because my mom sent it to me. He calls my mom this morning because he's practicing at night right now. They're doing just second halves. And so this was Preston's breakfast: a half pound of bacon, half pound of sausage, 9 pancakes, 5 eggs, and she had to cook up 5 whole potatoes that she cooked into home fries.
I'd just be in a coma somewhere. I would eat that, and then if I could, and then I would just sleep for the rest of the day. Like that would be it.
Yeah.
It would be a wrap.
Oh, totally.
That's just part of his day. It's wild.
If
I could.
Yeah, I couldn't eat that.
That's a lot of.
Oh, there's no way I could eat that. And if I could, protein. I don't know that I would be able to.
Yeah,
one thing I was going to say
miserable.
for you, Jody. Yeah, scale it back, but don't stop.
No. I'm still working out. I'm still working out all the time.
I would scale it back from what you were doing.
Yeah. Like there's no reason for me. Like
you were doing, I would scale it back from that, but don't stop
when I broke,
because the older you get, the quicker you're going to lose muscle mass.
So when I broke my elbows and had to have surgery, I didn't even know I broke them at the time. I was still pumping it out. But that's when I got the boobs on my
the elbow titty. Yeah.
Elbow titty, yeah. Anyway, what was happening then is I was doing 375 for reps, and that's a lot of weight for a lot of people.
It's a lot of
and
weight.
obviously it's a lot of weight for me too now. And so now my max is I just want to stay just slightly above Preston. So he can do 325. So I'm like, okay, well, how about we do 335 for reps? And he's like, but you can do that like for reps. And I'm like, so can you? And of course he can't yet, but I can. And so I still feel like I'm super strong to him, but like squats, my squat is, what was it? 575, something like that. I'm not doing that anymore. My knees can't take that, nor can my hips. My deadlift 615. There's no reason to do that anymore. I mean, if I got to pick up something more than 615, I need to call my son over and let him come help me,
Right.
Yeah. Like you have to move a car by yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's kind of where it's at, but anyway, back to self. I was like, self, you don't need to do all that anymore. Right. And so I'm not, so I stopped doing anything really, really heavy anymore. I'm doing more stuff for funsies, like a lot of pull-ups because I love the feel of pull-ups. But lately I've been working, I could have rented an auger and did all the posts, for the fence. And I was like, no, I'm going to dig all those with post holes. And I did. And I dug them all. There's only one hole I haven't done. And that's because it's the one that connects to the other side of the gate. And I want to make sure it's perfect before I cement that and everything. So there you go.
Nice.
And I got to buy a horse trailer, but I'm going to buy a little horse trailer because they're little.
Now, have you checked with Chief for this purchase?
That's funny. So Chief, so it was.
How's the dog's going to get up?
So today is Chief's 7-year anniversary of the day I picked him up.
Oh, cool.
From the airport. I posted those pictures on Facebook of because Preston had broken his foot during that same time. So he was in bed and him and Chief were like just snuggling. And you can look at Preston and go, holy shit, that's the same kid? It is.
Oh, I remember when he was.
Even in the time,
when he looked like a normal child.
Yeah. He is. Yeah.
Before he started putting growth hormone into his cereal or something.
Well, what's funny is, he's doing night times. And so I made this light dinner tonight with the Tuscan chicken and stuff. Thank you. First time I ever made it. I wouldn't say it's perfect by any means. I had some wine with it. It's the first time I ever made it. It wasn't perfect yet, but it was really, really good.
I tried Tuscan chicken. Okay.
It was really good, but it's really light. And I made it with spinach and broccoli instead of making it with pasta. So it picks up really light. I guarantee you, when he gets home, he will finish not only what's left in that, but also he will finish the rest of the other steak from the other night.
Yeah, I went through that phase with my son, and then the adjustment after he moved out.
Yeah, I won't know what to make anymore.
I don't have
I have to buy
an army anymore.
The adjustment, the adjustment to your grocery budget, I'm sure.
The budget that was okay, but I was still in that same mode. I got to prepare this much volume.
Yeah,
and that volume is.
I don't have a lot of leftovers anymore. Like when he was younger, I'd have leftovers.
That's the problem. We're empty nesters now, and it's like that is the problem in scaling back the recipe.
Dude, I was so excited the other day. I was like, man, I can't wait to have it was some leftover barbecue chicken that I made and it with some broccoli and rice. So I had all that together. I was super excited. I cannot wait to have it for lunch the next day. I go in there, dude. It was like not only did he have his 2 pieces of like full size breast, right? But there was 2 other pieces left because when I cook a tray, I just cooked the whole tray. Right?
Yeah.
No, there wasn't.
And when I went back to get some, there was none there. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's very few times I can get my feelings hurt over food, but when I'm excited and waiting on leftovers and I go home, and it's a very rare thing in my house. Like I eat leftovers probably 5 days a week is dinner without complaint. That's just how I live. I got no problem with it. When you come out, you're waiting on something, you're excited, and you go in there to get it, and it's gone. You're like, what the shit? Oh, it's the worst. But I feel that. Hey, I wanted to ask, what are we drinking tonight? Anybody? Bueller? What you got?
What?
No.
Williams 12-year.
Another one I forgot I had. This one, I'm thanking Charlie for this one.
Oh, man.
I forgot the 12.
I've never even seen that.
This wasn't available in the States.
It is
think it's supposed to
actually.
be.
So
I
actually,
don't know what
it
now.
is. So Michelle bought me a bottle of that as the King's bottle is what she called it because I have a Queen's bottle that I don't let anybody drink from. And well, she drank it. But that bottle was it was really good. You can get it only from the distiller. She went up there for a barrel pick.
That's right. That's right. They moved it to distill only.
Yeah.
Last year, 22. That's right.
Oh,
This
man.
one, I think this came from. I bought this in Europe, I think, and he got it from Japan, if I remember correctly.
Judging by the writing on the back,
I paid I paid about 120 for it.
Damn.
I think.
And what do you think of it?
I like it. I like it a lot. I couldn't find anything. I was like I said, it was damn Charlie. I was looking for something I wanted Charlie to try that dark door that we were talking about in the group chat over the weekend. And I was like, all right, I'll pull this up. I said, I know Charlie's never had this because it's the one that's not available. That bottle was a special pick from the Tampa. It's a Tampa sub bourbon group. And they do a lot of picks. It wasn't bad. It's interesting, but it wasn't bad. So I said, Charlie, he's a high proof horse. So I said, I'll get that, let him try it. And I couldn't find that. So I started going through my shit again. Of course, I found another Weller 12. I found more Eagle Rare. I was like, damn, what are these bottles?
You and Rob should be ashamed of yourselves.
I swear I could find shit.
I mean, you guys really should be ashamed of yourselves. I mean, oh wait, yeah, I forgot I even had this. How the hell do you forget you got a bottle of
when you've got it like that?
I want to shout out my guy.
I need those problems. That's what I can say. I need those problems.
Yeah, I want to shout out my brother Clint with Short Barrel. Short Barrel and Old Fourth. They merged a couple years ago. And he was looking out for me with a bottle. I actually just got it over the weekend, kind of. So they're out of Atlanta.
So just to keep the story going here, I'm having some Bardstown Origins white label.
Nice.
I wanted something a little bit lighter tonight.
Yes.
It's 94 proof. It tastes really light. It tastes like it's heavy weeded. I don't know if it is or not. Let me look and see what it's
in the mash bill or not.
So it's not. It's actually 60% corn, 36% rye, and then 4% malted barley. It's a 6-year, but it tastes really light. It really does taste like it. To me, it's very similar to maybe a little bit stiffer Special Reserve Weller.
Okay. Yeah, I would score that was weeded the way it tastes. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that is a weeded one. So so it's a little bit different in that perspective, but it has that kind of taste a little bit lighter. I like it. It's really good. Anytime I find it, I try to get it. I got to give a props out to Tarek today, which is my mortal enemy. We've over the years we've built a relationship, and I was in there on Friday. I was in there on Friday after I went and seen Deadpool. And
how was Deadpool?
Well, I'm only allowed to tell you what. No spoilers.
Okay, so just this or this?
Oh, dude, it's all this.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
That's one of the better movies I've ever seen. It's really, really good. It's definitely worth it.
Back to the story.
And if you get the chance to watch it in 3D, it's even better.
Okay.
And that's the way I watched it. Is I watched it in 3D. It was kind of tough for me because I wear glasses,
I never do. I'll try it. Okay.
But I didn't wear my glasses underneath them, and I could see fine. And it is, oh my god, it's intense. Yeah. You'll love it.
The amount of promotion they've been doing for that, like there's an episode of Hot Ones I want to watch.
Dude, that's hilarious.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm probably gonna watch it tonight.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, they did. Where they eat the hot wings. Yeah.
And I didn't know hilarious.
My dad got Hugh Jackman and
I gotta watch that.
I watched that Friday night too. Like after I got home from because I went to 3:30 showing of it.
Okay.
Just because I'm old, and
you like the matinee prices with the senior discount. We get it.
Yeah, with the senior citizen discount, military discount, and all that stuff that goes into it. Yeah,
they pay you to go in there basically at that.
Yeah. So
and then charge you $14 for popcorn.
And what's funny is Preston's like, Dad, this is so early. I'm like, dude, shut up. I fed you. We're eating before we got there. I mean, we went and went in there. We went and got some tax-free clothing and stuff right ahead, and then
Okay.
And what was funny was when I went to go get a watch, he's like, "That's the watch I'd want." And I'm like, "Really?" So I tried it on, and then he doesn't have it.
That's good.
So,
Hey, Preston, what do you think of my watch?
yeah.
Right.
That's hilarious.
But yeah. So, what was I going to say about that? It is really, really good. It's definitely. I'll tell you the other reason why I like it too. When you go to like the matinee pricing, is it's not super crowded, and you can kind of go in there and be like Sheldon and find your perfect seat.
Yeah.
And then I made the mistake of ordering some more food, and I couldn't eat it. Of course, Preston could, so that was fine.
Yeah, it worked out.
So it worked out. But anyway, I went right afterwards to Tarek's place, and anyway, or Tarek. Sorry, his name is actually Tarek. Everybody calls him Tarek, but it's Tarek. And anyway, so I was buying some more Bardstown, and he goes, "Hey, you've been buying so much from me of my barrel selections, the store picks and stuff like that. I have some Oak Carter. Would you like to buy that?"
Go.
Well, the only reason why I didn't buy it is I already have a bottle, and I probably need to, that's not a very good investment, when you're. So I mean, it's really good. It's a 119 proof, so it's really good. It's I love bourbon. I love their bourbon. It's really, really good. Super hard to find, but the reason why I said that it's a really cool deal that he did that is that he doesn't do that for anybody. Like, he hides everything, and he only does that to the people that buy from him all the time.
So you're one of his.
Pretty cool, man. Yeah,
I'm getting in there.
Finally.
Yeah.
Good. That's how it should be.
So
Nice.
and it's all stemmed from, and every time I go in there, I do his tastings with him and all that. I'm like, what do you want to? And then he'll say, "You need to try this. You need to take this home." And I'm like, "Sure, I'll take it home." And I normally drop $300 or $400 every time I'm in there. So I was actually pretty lucky this time. I only got out there with just shortly under $200. So, but it's every time I go in there, I'm like, and I always buy all this store picks, because I had some intel. That's how you get into the good guys club. So it's
always good when the picks are good. You can't lose.
No.
So.
No, and he's
does he really have the good picks? Or
yeah,
is it
he
just
really
your
does.
local guy?
He really does. And he's the only Indian I've ever been around, like not Indian, that I've ever been around that picks his own barrels and drinks.
That is pretty cool.
And
yeah.
He's really smart.
Honestly,
if you get past his behavior, he's a really cool dude.
Yeah.
But maybe it's me. It took him a while to warm up to me.
He sees a wall walking around with 2 feet.
Yep.
And a scally. So,
I can't remember if I wore scally on Friday. I think I just had a ball cap on.
No, well.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. I hear
Always.
What's that?
Gino, did you tell us what you were drinking? I don't know if we.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. What you got, man?
Enjoying the stories.
No.
But
Yeah.
He posted. I saw it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I didn't.
Ezra Brooks.
Okay.
99.
Yes.
Came out with a finish series. This is a port finish, and the port dip definitely comes through on that. You guys know I'm a fan of Ezra Brooks. I do like Lux Row and most of their stuff that they produce.
Lux Row.
And one of my regulars, one of my go-tos is the Black Label Ezra 99. And Chuck posted this earlier this week with some of the stuff that he was finding local, and I saw it on the shelf, and lo and behold, when I popped in here at McHenry Beverage Shop, it was on the shelf. I said, "Oh, you're coming home with me, my friend." And yes, it is exactly what the label says. You pick up the port. The port adds a nice spin to the finish. Price point is right in your range, Dave. It's right in the low 30s. It's a beautiful, beautiful.
With that, 100%.
Nothing wrong with it. I mean, it is exactly what you would expect.
Port
it's
finish,
a good bourbon, nice finish to it. You really get the port finishing with it. I'm enjoying it.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to pick up another one here before weekend.
Nice.
Good call. And I am been on the show many times before, but I'm actually drinking rum tonight. A little Mount Gay XO.
That's the best one ever made, man.
Yeah, it's really it's top 5 all time
Yeah.
for me. Like it
I enjoy that one.
easily.
Yeah, we keep a
Very good
bottle.
one.
I keep a bottle too. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a big, as Dave knows, I'm not a big rum drinker. I still have some Zacapa XO that I find to be, in my opinion, a waste of money, because I think the 23 or 27 or whatever it is much better, in my opinion. But I do keep a bottle of Mount Gay all the time. Matter of fact, it's out in the garage in one of the cabinets I have out there.
Yep.
That's
Speaking
a solid
of rum, if you can find one, this is a good recommendation that I've got. The owner there at McHenry Beverage Shop turned me on to it. It's Ron Centenario 20-year anniversary rum.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
That is damn sight. Don't get the 25, get the 20.
That's how I feel about the Zacapa. If you're gonna buy the Zacapa rum, just get the 20, whatever it is, the 23, 27 or whatever it is. That's, in my opinion, it's better than the XO.
23. Yeah.
This is one of the better rums that I've ever experienced myself, and
Zacapa 23.
Put a little bit of ice on it and just freaking pour it in a glass.
Chill out, man.
Yeah, and you can. What's cool about the Zacapa 23? Is that what it is, Dave?
It's 23.
Yeah. That one is, and I'm sorry, guys, I'm not a big rum guy, and so hearing me talk,
But at least they'll drink. I mean, connoisseur, but like you drink it, so it's like, well, okay, just let them.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
If you see the Ron Centenario 20-year, pick that up. That's a good pour. And it's just like what Jody was talking about. You sit back with a tumbler full of that with a cigar, Jody with the pipe. You just kick back.
Well, I've been smoking cigars lately too. I met my boy Corey Brown. He's a prior Army Ranger, military guy. He's also my real estate agent, because as you guys know, I'm always looking for land. I did have a property recently fall through on me that I'm a little bit pissed about.
Not that place you showed us.
That's a place in.
It fell through.
It fell through. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Fuck beans.
It fell through after I signed the papers. They have that residual. I forget what it's called, but they have that 3-day or 5-day grace period that they can.
Was it a tax lien?
Walk away or some shit.
No. What they wanted more money.
Cool down.
I offered them $10,000 over cash because I wanted to keep it furnished, and they apparently wanted. I don't know what they wanted. They wanted more out of it or something, but anyway.
That's different.
Yep.
Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Hey everyone, happy Monday. Well, happy Monday to you, Daniel.
Love you, man. Thanks for the comment.
Thanks for watching.
Yep. But but I'm always looking for property. Anyway, we don't get the opportunity to hang out as much as we want to. But he lives in Murfreesboro as well. And so he had me go to that place called Liquid Smoke. I think it's on the square. It is on the square.
Yeah.
And it's a solid place, but either you have to have a locker there or you can only have beer. And that's fine. They had Guinness, and I was happy with that, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't make it. Kind of like we were supposed to. Well, we did. We met at Jonathan's and had lunch. But he was like, "Hey, you want to go get a smoke?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I wish you had told me. I left my freaking, my pipe and everything back there." Anyway, I had one of these. I forget what they're called, but they're little short ones, cigars, and it was super sweet.
Punch.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
It was something like that. But anyway, they have like a little, almost like a Coke bottle top on the one end. And it was really, really good. I mean, and it was perfect. This sounds horrible, but because there could be so many jokes that can be made for this. But it was perfect size for me. Like, because I'm not going to be so committed. No, I'm not ready for the BBC.
He's not ready for that cigar that like Rob was smoking in the intro.
Yeah,
Rob's cigars scare me.
It's like a baby's arm.
Oh,
Rob's cigars scare me.
Is that his? Jeez, Louise, I can't.
Anyway,
like someone's leg they chopped off, man. He's rolled up and smoked. I mean, it's like, damn, things are huge.
Yeah, he's smoking trees, but not like that. But
Right.
Not like that. That would be funny as hell to see Rob like that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, like the little short cigars, like I can do those every once in a while without because I'll turn. It's the nicotine. I can't handle the nicotine. I'll turn green. But it's a matter of exposure.
Yes.
I'm like, is this really another vice I'm trying to get better at? Like
my thing going from cigarettes and smoking cigarettes for so long to an occasional cigar is how long it takes to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I don't have that much time to sit down and dedicate to it. So I prefer the shorter ones.
Yeah.
You know, I do enjoy them, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's that thing for years. It was that nicotine hit from the cigarette. It's like bam. It's like, yeah, there's that satisfaction. Let me move on. You know, but yeah, we're adjusting.
Yeah. I never got there with it. Even when I remember it was not long after high school that we would go with my group of friends would go to like a hookah bar and smoke hookah or whatever. And I'd try it with them and I'd be sick by the time we were done. Just green. And it was, a little, Middle Eastern restaurant that would have like really great food. Don't get me wrong. Some of the, I doubt any of that stuff's still open, but it would smoke a hookah with them. Like, I can do this. And then by the, because it's like flavored and stuff, and it's very, almost fruity and all that. So it's sweet, but just green in the gills by the time I'm done.
Hey,
green in the gills. I haven't heard that term in a long time. My grandfather used to say that term.
Yeah. But I understand exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
I never turned a corner with it. I never did.
Yeah.
I don't do it often enough. There you go, little Weller.
There you go.
Foolproof.
No, that's
107. My bad. Yeah, foolproof is blue. The bottle.
That's correct, and that is my favorite Weller product. Is the foolproof.
Blue label.
Mine too. And
yep. I think
DJ. Remember DJ gave me that bottle. It's
So like every time I go to either
agent in the bottle.
If I go to any place that you can buy buy top shelf stuff, whether it's the Patterson House or to a Red Phone booth or any of those places, or like I like to go to Ernest as well, right?
Yeah.
Ernest Barn Highway. If they have foolproof, it's my signature go-to, man. Because that is well. It also depends on where I'm driving and how far I'm driving. Because I always ask for doubles, and a double of that is fine. But if you're gonna have 6 of them or 3 of them,
right.
It's just like, I'll be honest with you. I have some like.
Because you kind of don't want to. I'm with you on like the not wanting a single pour or something like that. It's like I want to, I don't want to feel like I'm rationing it out to myself.
So I have this right here underneath the counter right here, or underneath the bar where I'm sitting, and dude, I tell you what, I do love their foolproof. I really do. 1792's foolproof. I like their sweet wheat better. I'll be honest with you.
Never had
and then I gave away the 12 year. I gave away the 12 year. Couple weeks ago.
It was so damn good.
Well, I mean, it was also nice of me to give it away. I mean,
it was very kind of you. Yeah, but I was praising the liquor itself, but yes, also you're.
And then I bought a double.
Generous guy.
I am because I really adopted that whole philosophy of Jay when it comes to drinking. Like every time I've ever went to someone's house that I may take a bottle, I leave the bottle there. Like, for example, here's a perfect example. So you guys know I have some resources in the different bourbon areas. Well, Michelle had happened to get me a bottle of the gold top Blanton's, which is the European or the export version, right? I have a bottle of it, and she had never had it before, and so I bought it, and I said, look, and I told her, I just said, hey, look, it's yours, take it, enjoy it, But also, she's also hooked me up with, like the 107 that I'm drinking. The reason why I have it is because she called me and said, hey, do you want this? I'm like, fucking hey, I want this.
No.
Nice.
I wish I could find those myself, but it'll come eventually. It's no big deal. But I do like Weller, the ones that I have found. And
which ones you looking for?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I've got 2 bottles of Special Reserve here behind me on the shelves, so that one I enjoy.
We need to get Rob back in Ohio.
Yes,
we do. Man, there was a time there we all had 107 and all that, like every other week.
He was the Weller guy. Yeah,
he was. He get us
every place he went to when he was in Ohio, he found it. It was like, dude.
It's Ohio, Texas, and Oklahoma.
And then that's another one too. Is Chuck? Chuck can always find stuff too. I wish he'd get back on the show. Yeah, he does. He's built those relationships over many years.
That's what I'm working with myself locally here, and I've been finding some nice stuff. Had that Found North 19, which was delicious. If you can find that, it's a little pricey, but that's a very, very, very good pour.
But David was talking about being generous. Well, anyway, what I was going to say is every time I've ever went to someone's house or someone's invited me over or whatever, I always bring a bottle and leave it with them. And the reason why is because Jay taught me that. He came over and I don't remember what it was the first time, but he brought me like, I didn't want to open up my liquor cabinet to all these yahoos coming over, right? because I have some serious top shelf shit, right? Mm-hmm. And Jay rose over with this bottle that cost $1,500. You remember that, Dave?
Yes.
And he's like, "Hey,
so it blows my mind the way he. What the hell was it? It was Calumet, or no, that was maybe a different time. But he had like the Calumet like 17 or not 17, 15. Like he just he's like, here, y'all just. But it was like some special blend of it. Or some shit.
He did the same thing with the Eric Church bottle that he gave me. He's like, "Here, just take this." I'm like, I don't drink this shit. This fucking Jack Daniels. I mean,
I gave it to you to fuck with you.
Yeah, I mean, I still have my bottle of Sinatra.
Which kills me because it's legitimately good whiskey.
That's that JD product you don't care for.
What's that?
I said that's that JD product that you don't care for.
I'll be honest with you. I think it's something to do with because like I have the same feeling when I drink like George Dickel and also Jim Beam. Jim Beam's actually Kentucky, but it's something about that sour mash that I just don't like.
I can get it.
And I just don't know what it is. And it tastes too sweet up front and something, but no, we do need to take the trip back.
Mash, there is a little like kind of weird cloying thing on the end sometimes.
Jack has that vanilla.
What do you mean the vanilla? You talking about the Christmas thing?
No, most Jacks have a.
Oh, you're talking about an aftertaste of vanilla on it.
Yeah, they'll. Yeah. They don't advertise it, but when you go there, they'll tell you there's almost always a presence of vanilla in their products somewhere.
We do need to take another trip back out to Uncle Nearest. That was a blast.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, that was a great time. I enjoyed that. Actually, the last 3 times I've been there.
Till like the end of September.
What's that?
I said hold out till like the end of September if you can.
Well, I mean, I can definitely do that, but I can also go back again. Yeah. It's only like an hour drive from my house.
either way is good. Don't let me hold you up. But
if you're going to be here,
you can be here. We can make it.
That's what I'm talking about. Hopefully, with the buyout offer that the company's providing me, I get to go in September, which would be like September 13th. And
you and the donkeys would ride like the same day.
I want to get my ass down there.
With asses.
Yeah,
it'd be
that's
good.
Funny. I actually was called an ass last night. Yeah, because I had reposted that picture
down there.
I had reposted that picture of me back in Iraq. Some of you guys remember it, but I don't repost it all that often because it started a lot of controversy back in the military days. But I'll show you guys. So I happened to find that.
I saw that.
So
that's hilarious.
Yeah. So there was 9 comments. I don't know where the rest of them went, but
I just laughed. It's like, what can you say for a picture like that? It's like
it's just funny. Okay.
It was cute. It was funnier than hell. I laughed.
So Michelle had said that, and she has canceled out some messages apparently, but it's all good. I mean, that's what people do.
But yeah, no, my intentions seriously is I need to get down there. I need to get out west. I need to get to Miami. But yeah, I gotta get myself down there.
Just all of the above, man. It's retirement. It's the rest of your life.
Do what you want. Thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
We're just having that conversation in the pre-show, kind of like before you joined. It's like, what you guys who are getting to retired, who are semi-retired, who will be fully retired, like we spend our entire adult lives, working, and then when we get done, it's like, well, we don't know who we're supposed to be anymore. Like,
I'm gonna.
It's a great question to ask yourself, but like, come up with an answer too, because you gotta.
It's one of the things. The reason why I'm retiring now is I'm going to turn 60 in November, and you think about mortality rates and average lifespan, it's like 80. Okay, so I've already spent and wasted 2/3 of my life doing shit for other people and selling time off my life for other people. Yeah. Well, yeah, F that noise. It's my time now. Yeah. I'm gonna do what I want when I want. and going to go and enjoy things. I'll be financially stable enough that I can do what I want when I want and all that good, happy stuff. And one of my things is, yeah, this hillbilly is going to show up on your doorstep and say, hey, dude, what do you got to drink?
Well, the hillbilly can always show up here and I have some things to drink.
Just don't shoot the Volkswagen, dude. That's all I ask.
What? Again, send me a message prior to.
Just don't. I was saying for me,
Yeah,
just
I
don't knock on my
bullet
door.
holes in my
Knock on my door, you
Volkswagen,
might
man.
get shot. Just don't knock on my door. Unless
Yeah.
I tell
Don't knock. Okay, I'll call ahead.
people knock on my door. There's always a gun.
But
on
yeah,
the
Arizona. I love Arizona. I don't like Phoenix though, man. You guys down there in that damn valley with all that humidity. Ugh.
Oh no, we got no humidity.
Are you out far enough not to get the humidity?
There is
When
no,
I was in Phoenix, I didn't
in
have.
Scottsdale, no humidity.
When I was in
no,
Phoenix,
no,
I
no
didn't have
humidity
humidity
in-
either. It's just
in the
hot
valley,
as-
almost never, unless it rains.
Well,
Yeah.
we were stationed in Cochise County, and there was like zero humidity. It was beautiful.
That's how it is. That's how it is in the valley. We get no
Yeah.
humidity except when you get those heavy
Okay.
rains. Otherwise, it's bone dry.
Oh yeah, well, it's monsoon season's coming up, dude.
Mhm. Well, we already had it, but weather's all out of whack.
But no,
Yeah,
that
we
is
barely
one of my
can,
intentions.
That's one of
Yeah.
what I love
Come
about
on.
here is no humidity. Love that shit.
Yeah, but it's still fucking like.
Oh, it's hot
I
as
remember.
fuck, don't get me
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. I made the last tour I went on. I made the mistake. My ex-wife, Tamara, and I, Alicia and I were married, and I had made the comment that that I really like. I think we ought to fly out to Southern California and just go out to the desert. I haven't been to the desert in a fucking long time, dude. It couldn't have been 2 weeks. I got fucking orders back to Iraq. I was like, you got to be goddamn kidding me, And where I was going with that is hot doesn't matter whether it's absent of humidity or not. Don't get me wrong. Working today, like I was telling you guys, I'm doing a lot of post-hole digging and stuff like that. And well, actually, I've only got one hole I have to dig, and I'm waiting until after I put the cattle gate up. But outside of that, I got all that done, and I've been moving my fire pit. Had to move my fire pit, which has had a ton of rock and all that stuff, and so I'm moving that because that's going to be part of their grazing area, right? But so I've been doing all that. It was probably 82 today, early this morning. I looked like I had just been swimming the entire time. Like it was,
and it's been raining off and on. Like everything's soggy around here right now.
Well, that, and I had to put in my pool twice this week. I've had to put algae killer because it's so
gonna turn green otherwise. Yeah.
No, it just gets it on the bottom. Start to get it. And it just sucks. I mean, you can't fight it. You just have to keep buying the clear stuff to keep it clear. And I have a lot of pride in myself that I keep my pool very, very clear. But man, this year with the humidity has been really, really, and it's been humidity it's not just the humidity, it's the humidity with the rain and then the foliage that falls too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
how'd you guys make out with cicadas? Did you get crazy amounts or no?
No.
Yes.
Honestly,
not here.
Yes, it was crazy as fuck down here, dude. It was so loud, and they were all over the place. And like every day, I was pulling out probably anywhere from 100 to 200 out of my damn pool filter.
Wow.
Oh shit!
that's crazy.
Really?
Yeah,
And I pulled out
Murfreesboro,
and I pulled out a
we didn't
bat
really see
this
them
year.
that much.
I pulled out a bat. Yeah.
Oh, your pool filter,
man.
huh?
What is it? The lights, the fluorescent lights you had?
No. So here in the state of Tennessee, it's illegal to kill bats. So I feel horrible.
I did not know that.
You didn't kill it. It killed.
No, I
itself
didn't. No,
in
it committed. I don't want to say the.
Yeah.
It
made
died.
some mistakes and
It
ended up
kind of created that. It fucked around and found out.
Yeah.
All right.
Natural selection and
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Darwinism.
Only bats were like a Batman.
But anyway, here in the state of Tennessee, and I have a bunch of them because I live way out in the country, right? And so there's a bunch of them out here, and they're so awesome to watch. They freaking dive down and they're trying to kill mosquitoes and all this stuff, and it's awesome. And I love being out there with them because they're not going to hurt us. It's not like when I was in fucking Okinawa where it looked like a damn, like someone's
pterodactyl. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, I swear to God, it was the same site. When I was
huge.
in Okinawa, I seen some of those fruit bats that are out there. I
Uh-huh.
swear to God, and you've seen,
Size of a fucking
you've
dog.
actually petted.
Small dog. Yep.
No, you've actually petted Winston. I swear to Christ, it looked like Winston with wings. All right, and Winston is what we call a miniature husky, but he's kind of portly, right?
Yeah.
And he's got a cute
He
face.
eats well. Yeah.
That sounds like those Australian
He eats
bats.
well.
Fat and sassy.
And I was like, oh my God, these bats are so big. And those bats will land on you, like land on your face. Like, they won't hurt you.
No, but
It's mostly by mistake. They're like, they see something shiny, but so.
Yeah, it's whoosh. No.
yeah, see something
Those
shiny
giant
there.
freak bats.
But wow, yeah,
That's
no,
some real shit though. Yeah, no, yeah, around here it's like great. Bats eat all the damn bugs, mosquitoes,
damn straight. Put the bat houses up, all that stuff.
spiders. I just about
Those are
stepped on a
bats.
spider barefoot yesterday here in the house. I was like, nope.
Spiders are bad. I'm not a big fan of those. But I
Yeah,
was hoping
not either.
today,
Spiders,
I
no.
really was.
Yeah, I thought about what happened to your damn toe when I almost stepped on it. I was like,
Oh, dude,
shit.
did I tell you I got bit again this year on the same fucking toe?
God damn.
But
Do you lead with that
You
foot when you
shaking your
walk or
shoes and
something?
shit.
Like,
Seriously, dude, come on, man.
Just
Like,
shit
shake
out.
your shoes before you put them on or something.
I do
Yeah.
shake my shoes out, but sometimes, I just get in a hurry.
Damn.
But it's always in the garage is where I get bit.
Yeah.
And this year I felt it. And I was like, you son of a bitch. And I pulled my foot out and I was like, oh man, I hope like hell you didn't get it. And it did swell up a little bit.
Yeah.
Did get a little pussy, but then it kind of just went away almost immediately. It didn't last nearly as long as last year. I was like,
Well, it was a
God,
brown
yeah,
recluse
no,
I got
last
you
year was
before.
bad.
no, it was still a brown recluse this year too, but it's just he didn't
Yeah.
give me as much, or she didn't give me as much venom as they did
Yeah.
last year.
Okay.
So it was good times, But so today I was so hoping that it would happen because I was moving the fire pit, and the last time I was over by the fire pit, I was actually starting a fire, and I heard a rattler from a rattlesnake, right?
Oh, fuck
Oh,
that.
shit.
And I'm like, oh my God, dude, let me
No.
find you. Because the people in the neighborhood on my road out here in the country, they know that if they call me, all of them have my number. I'll come kill a rattlesnake for them. I'm totally down with it because that is some good fucking eating. Now, real quick, I need to quantify that. In state Tennessee, it's illegal, so I don't kill anything. They just have some unfortunate incidents. They fuck around and find out.
They commit
Yes.
suicide.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Can't say that word. We'll get kicked
My
off.
grandfather
YouTube.
used to eat them
Yeah.
over in Jackson.
So I love
Yeah,
eating
they
They
rattlesnake. I
I've
think
never had
rattlesnake-
rattlesnake. Next time you kill, or next time one ends up not alive in your vicinity,
unalive.
Let me
that's
know.
that's the phrase.
Yeah.
They
Well, see, what's
unalive
funny about that
themselves.
is last year there was a rat snake or a little chicken snake. When I say little, it was probably 5 feet or so. And of course, Winston doesn't like anything that's not chief or people. All right. So he likes to he thinks he's 10 foot and fucking, black bear or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or brown bear, whatever
He's
one's the most
calling
dangerous.
upon his ancestry.
So he's like, I'm fucking gonna kill it. And anyway, so I take him out there to go pee, and all of a sudden he sees a snake and he's locked on and he's like trying to get it. He's like snapping at it, and that snake's striking at him. And I'm like, so I'm trying to pull him and Chief back. Chief's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on over here, but I just need to pee. Can I just pee? And so he's kind of pulling me the other direction. So I've got Winston trying to pull that way, and Chief trying to go like, I need to go this way to go pee.
Adventures.
That's by the way, that's what life is like with a husky. So anyway, or two of them. So anyway, I've got them, and I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna grab the snake, and I'm just gonna move him. And I was trying to pull Winston away, and I was like, dude, chill out. I'm like pointing at the snake, chill. That son of a bitch bit me. And I was like, you motherfucker.
Oh shit.
There was a stake aside that occurred. He fucked around and found out. I got rid of him.
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
I was pissed as hell. I was like, you son of a bitch. You fucking bit me.
Yeah,
I put
he
the dogs
unalived
up,
himself
came back
right
outside, grabbed him, and broke his neck right there. I was like,
Okay.
that's not how we're going to roll. We're not doing that. Not doing
Pick
that.
him up by the tail and just crack that whip, man. It's all over.
No, I grabbed him and I made sure he could see me. I was so pissed. I was like, dude, what is wrong with you? Who does that? Like, I'm trying to save you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to move you to a different place.
Hey,
And then you're gonna bite me and draw blood? I was like, who does that?
It's fucked up.
So anyway,
you
yes,
just can't help stupid sometimes,
I was hoping I would get a snake today because I was like, if I get a snake, that's gonna look so good on my page. People be like, so what's he grilling up? That looks like a snake. And I will tell you what, I love snake.
Rattlesnake is good eating.
Oh, it's so good.
I've had that.
Well, actually, all snakes are really good to eat, but rattlesnake is probably the best. What's cool about rattlesnakes? So I was in survival school down in Fort Eglin Air Force Base, and we were learning how to survive and all that stuff, of course. And we had caught a bunch of snakes, but they're cold blooded, right? So we'd catch them, we would learn how to catch them and stuff like that. Well, we had on our flight suits, right? And that's what we lived in for the week out in the brush. And I'm looking down because you have this pocket that's right here by your knee that goes all the way down to your ankle. And the instructor's like, just put it in your pocket. I'm like, it's not dead. He goes, once you put it in there, it'll fall asleep. I'm like, just keep your gloves on, put it in there, let it get comfortable, then let go of it, pull your hand up and zip it up. I'm like, and sure enough, that fucker stayed asleep. And the reason why you wanted to do that is because if you had to trek for a couple miles, you want to keep your meat fresh, right? So
keep the meat fresh.
You do the reverse thing after you get to wherever you're going. And my only concern was we had to cross a creek, and I was like, I'm like trying to pull my pants up like that flight suit leg, and I got it up right here around my quad, and so now the snake is closer to my junk,
Right,
and
right.
I'm like, please, dude, don't get any water on you because he'll wake right up and be pissed, right? So, so anyway, but they feel your body heat and they fall asleep, and so I kept him there, and then we went to that afternoon, and then he's like, hey, at the time I was Seaman Recruit or something like that. He's like, Seaman Recruit Lamont, you got or Lemons, I'm sure. And he's like, you still got that snake? And I'm like, I sure do. Petty officer, whomever the fuck. And and he's like, let's get that out. We're gonna eat it. And then pulled that son bitch out, cut that fucker's head off, and we ate it like it was fucking 1992. Okay. It was awesome.
I've had rattlesnake once. I don't remember what it tasted like because my grandfather got sick and got cursed the fuck out by my mom. You gave him goddamn rattlesnake? What the fuck? Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's actually really, really good. It's really, it's really good. Actually, though, so like the other one I want to get to is I haven't had it yet. I want to have an unfortunate incident in my yard. Is a copperhead. I haven't had one of those yet.
No.
Come on out here. I introduce you to
No, we have all kinds of copperheads out here.
No.
But if I can get one, that's got to be pretty good to eat.
I don't know.
Because they're thicker.
Yes.
But I mean, only if it has an unfortunate incident.
It would have to. If I saw it, it would have an unfortunate incident if I saw it. There is, it's guaranteed.
One way to put it.
Well,
yeah, no, those I don't fuck with those, man.
Welcome back. What I missed?
That is one angry. That's a snake.
Snake bites.
Well, the thing about copperheads is copperheads and cottonmouths they actually nest together with their offsprings, and so if you find a nest, that's the reason why like a lot of people here in Tennessee, they'll jump off the end of a pier or whatever, and they may fall into a nest. It's not the baby ones. They're the ones who actually kill people, and the reason why is because they don't know how much venom to give.
Yeah, they
give it all, but if you find a nest of like offlings and they have, I don't know, there could be 10, there could be 30 of them. All right. But if mama's around too, she's going to be fucking aggressive as shit.
Right.
And, but anyway, so I'm kind of into
they're
that.
An aggressive snake to begin with, even if mama's not there. If you just find one by itself, it's still an aggressive snake. I mean,
I had one when I was hunting one time, it didn't see me. This is actually a really interesting conversation. I'm O negative blood, right? And so I get bit by everything in the woods. All right. Like if it has fucking little wings and it's about this size, it will find me.
Blood, huh?
All right. That's exactly what it is. Whatever reason.
It's all that bourbon.
O negative.
It's not just O negative. It's any type of O blood, period. But you will get the fucking lit up by everything. All right. So if I go outside for like 15 minutes, if I'm not in the pool where there's chlorine and they can't get to me, you know what I'm saying? Then it's going to be, I have to spray up and all this stuff. Right. Even if I'm out there smoking a pipe. All right, or a cigar.
You think the smoke would keep them away?
Yeah, you would think that. But they're like, it might be worth it. This guy tastes really good. And I don't blame them. I mean, I would be that way too if it was me. I was going after, right? What I was going to say about that is I'm probably the only person that you will ever meet that goes out deer hunting, has to spray themselves down. But what does that do? It creates a scent for you, right? And so I have to wear scent-proof clothing to bring my scent down, right? But I also have to spray deer piss all over me so that I don't smell
Counter
like
it. Yeah, to counter it.
so I don't smell like
Yeah, buddy.
off. And by the way, you never went into a gas station and want people to get away from you? There was some damn deer piss.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir.
They'll walk away
That's
from you.
yeah, no.
It's like, ooh, yeah, ooh.
It's ode to stay over there.
It's
Pretty much.
it's never been pretty. So,
No.
but anyway, we're getting close to the end here. So
Yeah.
it's been
You're
fun.
almost an hour.
I'll tell you something. Let some of my vulnerabilities out real quick. We're not any. I don't think we're any type of suicide awareness month or anything like that. But
It's a year round.
it is a year-round thing, definitely for people that's been in the military. And there's two of us here that are military, and there's one that has family members that were father that was military retired as well. This is a really difficult week for me. All right, so and I'll tell you why. So July 23rd, my military mentor committed suicide, and that was his death anniversary date was this year. On the 25th is my father's death anniversary date. Saturday, I was at my a family member's. I'm not going to say his name because I don't think his family would want that out there right now. But I was at a family member's death. Now, he did not die from self-inflicted or anything of that nature.
Okay.
But he died of old age and cancer, and he was actually in a bad place. And I actually think he's in a better place today. And then, of course, this coming up Friday is my absolute best friend in the entire world, and I want to put a huge shout out to one of my closest friends, Greg Peel, who suffered quite a bunch of fucking tragedies himself. But he and I talked on Saturday, I think it was, and that really, really helped. The reason why I say that is that sometimes people are going through some stuff and they don't know it, and a lot of times that idle mind can really affect them. And I want to make sure we're all clear here that I don't feel like that. But I do have this constant story and anger and sadness and all this stuff going on that's really deep during this time of year, because two of the four people that I mentioned there committed suicide, and so no matter how close you are to some of these people,
Never know.
you never know, and it's important to well, probably the biggest thing is that, in my opinion, is don't. I don't know how to say this in the right way, so I'm just going to say it the way it is. Don't turn your back on them.
Yeah.
People suffer at sometimes, and people have been through this before. Maybe they've even been able to survive it. I had someone tell me, I'm not going to say who this person's name is, but I had someone tell me, well, you've made it through this before. Yeah, I have.
It's never easy.
But that doesn't make this year easier. Does that make sense to you guys? Like
100%.
like I have a lot of fucking grief and a lot of fucking guilt because of Matt. And the reason why with Matt is because I helped him get to where he was.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me specifically, and I pulled some strings and got him there. He came back, he was never the same. All right. So I have a lot of guilt with that. And that right there plays into that head all the time. All right. It's all the time, but specifically here. And, the other day when I was coming back from that funeral, I was driving home and I couldn't have been more depressed. And I don't mean to bring down our show by any means. Couldn't have been more like upset or anything like that. And of course I could have called anybody here. And I'm sure everyone here would have probably answered. Of course, Mark would have said, "Hey, look, I'm with this chick. Can you call me back?" And I've been like, "I really can't right now." But I'm just trying to bring it up a little bit. But I was literally sitting there. So I called my friend Greg. He didn't answer. Like I said, he has experienced some tremendous tragedy that I don't wish on even the people I hate the absolute most in my life. And he didn't answer. And I was just sitting there driving, and it was just so like, if he honestly didn't call me back when he did, I think I told David this, I would have kept driving all the way. I was heading in 65 South. I would have headed straight to my condo down in Florida, and I think I would and I was in a suit, right? So I would have headed to this condo, and in my suit, and just bought some clothes, if I needed to. But I don't even know if I'd have went outside. I just needed to be. I don't know what I needed, but I needed someone to talk to, and I didn't have anybody. I didn't have anybody at all. Matter of fact, the people that I thought I had around me, they all turned their back to me, right?
Oh, sorry.
And so the only people that I had, well, it's not just that they may have turned their back to me. That might have been a little too harsh.
You were unavailable.
That may have been it too, but not just anyone can have those conversations with, right? When you've experienced certain things in the military, the only people can really truly help you, in my opinion, is someone else that's been there too.
Do it. Yep.
Right. It's easy to say, hey, yeah, I scored like fucking whatever at my, my community college class, in their fitness PA or whatever. I don't know. I'm just making up some. But my point is that unless you've been there and you've had that suck and you've been lonely and all that stuff, at some points, it's tough. And it's really tough sometimes to sit there. And the reason why I'm bringing this up tonight is I think it's important that people ought to have the ability to express it, because I would give anything in this world. Matter of fact, I seen a star, a fallen star on that Friday night that I was outside smoking a pipe. And I was like, I just want to reflect. And I seen a fallen star, and I had a wish. I had a wish between three things. The one thing that was probably really upsetting me at that moment could have been one of the wishes I could have made. I could have wished for, I wish I could have 5 more years or 1 more hour with my father, right?
Mm-hmm.
And or I could wish that I could have my best friend in the entire world, Matt, back, And I don't think people understand that, we all have someone that's really, really close to us, and they are our bestie of besties. They're our ride or die. They're our person that knows us better than anyone else, right? Think of that person not being there anymore, and then put yourself in that position and going, how do I survive?
Right.
How do I cope with that? Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you may have significant other in your life. You may have friends in your life. Those people don't know what you have with that person. Yeah. Even if they're close to you, and even if they've grown older or whatever with you, right? They don't know that. And so what I would encourage people to do or whatever is one, don't be afraid to talk about your whatever may be going on in your life. I know we're a bourbon show. We talk about bourbon. We have a good time. And where I was going with all of that is I wasn't going to be here tonight, but I don't want to have an idle mind. What I mean, I don't want to make that sound.
Oh, we got you. Yeah. You just don't want to sit around.
No.
I didn't know.
Part of the reason, hey, if I can just break in just for just 2 seconds. Yeah. One of the reasons we get together, we want to have, we all like our alcohol and shit, but like, we need to be around other people that get
to break the monotony.
A little bit, It's a break the monotony, and it's a sense of the camaraderie, the friendship, the being able to socialize, being able to talk about shit is not just superficial all the time either. Like, we all have real lives, and bad shit happens in all of our lives. Like, if we don't only talk about like the fun, what cool new bottle I got, like it's just surface level shit, right? Yeah. We're all real friends.
Yeah.
But I would say that not everyone has a good day all the time.
I would say that, yes, that's true.
A good week or good month. Fuck, good year. Shit.
Yeah. And you've been through some serious stuff that I can't relate with either. All of us have. We've all had our those things that have hit us. Where I was going with that is there's 2 parts to that. One is prior to COVID, we used to meet here, right here. Everybody was right here, and we would talk and stuff like that. And we'd have a good time. We'd mostly fuck with well-behaved James. And pretend like Slaughterhouse was which is fucking horrible, by the way. We'd pretend like it was Blanton's, and he would pour like a fucking finger drink where it was all the way up to here,
Yeah.
And you'd sit there and go, wow, dude, you're gonna get fucked. And he would. And then for whatever reason, they would always happen. We would, like, towards the end, be like, hey, I bet I can outlift Jody, or I think I can probably, I want to box somebody. Like, I'll never forget that night that happened. It's like, what the fuck we boxed?
I'm glad you didn't forget that night, because
that's hilarious.
I'm still raw about the fact he fucking lied about it afterwards. But anyway.
Yeah. But
anyway, I wish him well, seriously. I don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He actually just made a comment on my page. We were trying to rekindle our friendship, because there's no reason not to. he seems to be a little bit changed individual, which is good from where he was at that time. I think he
Yeah.
had some demons that he was struggling with at that time. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think so. Anyway, all of that is to say that I really think sometimes maybe it's important to just reach out to that person that you may care about as a friend, maybe care about as a significant other, or whatever, and just talk to them. Give them your time. And I have to do it too. And I think it's really, really, really important to sometimes go, hey, look, it's okay to talk about it. It sucks. It really does. It sucks sometimes having those moments of idle time. Like I have a really busy schedule today, but tomorrow I have a lot of breaks. And I'm like, you know, what am I going to do during those times? So I take a nap because that's fucking good for your heart, or what, you know. And I have found myself where I'm having a hard time eating and stuff like that this week. I mean, between the last 2 days, I've probably had almost one person's meal. Even though I made this beautiful meal night, I may have had in the last 2 days one person's meal. Includes breakfast and everything. Hell, I went to fucking Taco Bell today and didn't eat any of it.
I don't blame you.
Well, I wanted it. I was craving it. Like I was like, I
got it and just like, nah.
No, dude.
No, I got it, and I pulled it up out of it.
I understand you eat military food. I mean, you were used to that shit. Taco Bell. God bless,
I understand that. It's fucking horrible. I'm with you, but what I'm saying is that I literally.
It's like you want your asshole set on fire. You go to Taco Bell. That's what it's for.
No, I'm not. Maybe I did want my asshole set on fire. I mean, don't try to judge me. All right.
I'm not judging you. It's like, holy shitballs, dude.
But no, I did. I went and bought some Taco Bell and I actually drove with it in the car the whole way home, and then I didn't touch any of it until I got in the house, and then I opened it up, and I was like, the dogs were trying to fucking take it from me. I was like, you know what? I just can't eat, and I threw it away. It was $11.03 that I'll never get back. You know. But anyway,
I'm surprised that was that little. Fast food costs these days, but anyway.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. It's true.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, everybody, make sure you like, subscribe, smash, turn on the notifications, and love that person next to you. And you know what? Give them your time and listen to them sometimes. And if you got struggles of your own, sometimes maybe it's good to talk about it with the person that you care about, and maybe the two of you guys can talk about it together. You know, I don't know. It might be different, but it might
always
work. I don't
be available.
Know.
Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Yeah.
Peace out.
Much love.
Bye-bye, y'all. Except for you, David.